This is a massive crane on monster wheels called a travel lift. You're gonna see it drive our boat to the dock and drop it in the water.
I'm dropping our baby in the water!
Okay, fine, she drops us in the water. But first, a bit of last-minute fiberglassing and some graffiti fun. I hear someone coming for us. We're next, baby! Big Jim's doing a practice run before he puts us in. Very important. He told me make sure you go second because in the morning, you know, he just wants to get his bearings. You know how cooking shows will bring on a celebrity chef? Well, today we got a celebrity fiberglasser. Despite the 200 hours of boat work in the last episode, we still neglected to fiberglass the cockpit floor drain. He's the guy that taught me how to glass, him and Colin.
Jamie!
AKA the big fella. First mate on Parlay Revival.
You'll probably fuck it up.
This is gonna be the easiest glassing you've ever done in your entire life. Gloves laid out, we got the mixing pot, brush, roller. ¿Dónde está piezas? Every piece is cut out.
Actually, oh, hang on, here we go. It's going in backwards already. We should wipe it first.
Yep.
What can we roll the glass on?
I got it.
No wonder it's not finished yet.
That's what I said!
Give me a hand, dude, it's good to have you back, man.
Powder?
He said powder? Jamie, can you say powder again?
Powder.
The first person that my son asked for when we pulled up in here, is Jamie here?
Is Jamie there?
No, Jamie's not here. The powder is actually Cabasil, which thickens the resin so we can fill the gaps. We add in the hardener at the last second so we have the longest possible working time. Give it a really good mix, and then it's go time. A super thick layer goes on the hump because it's the main support. Then we set the deck piece on top and slowly push it down and make sure it's at the perfect height.
That's pretty good.
Then we bridge all the gaps, mix some more polyester resin, and start glassing. Hopefully the last glassing we'll be doing for a really long time. Appreciate you, brother.
No worries.
Awesome.
Thanks,
man.
No worries, Mary.
Jamie glassed our boat. Y'all saw that. Once the visible part was done, we let Jamie go. Then Carlos and I threw on a few more layers underneath. And after it all hardened up, we got to check out Jamie's fiberglassing work. Fiberglassed by Jamie Vandenbolk. It looks like a mess right now, but by the time we're done fairing it, it's gonna look original, baby. Gracias. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gracias, Carlito! Good old Carlos, the absolute best in Linton Bay. I'm really gonna miss him. Did you know the whole time Mary's been down here, she's been working full time? Well, I think it's time you guys got to meet Mary's office.
Meet my office. Welcome to my office. Please have a seat somewhere.
I was like,
where's
why is he stopping here?
I'm done with meetings today.
Mary spent so much time in that cove. It had the best internet reception in the entire marina. She was allowed to work remotely, but she wasn't supposed to be working outside of the US, which brings us to today's sponsor, Surfshark. Yes, we have a sponsor. See, YouTube is a real job.
I told David I could come to Panama to help, but I needed to work and I needed to stay connected.
So I got her every SIM card that they sold in Panama. Mass Mobile, Tigo, Digicel, T-Mobile, AT&T, 2 separate hotspots, and I even brought this, except for it wasn't active yet in Panama.
He got me great internet, but none of them would let me sign into my hospital's network because they could tell that I was in Panama.
I remembered seeing a bunch of different sailing channels using Surfshark to change their location so they could watch Netflix, and I was like, that might work for her work. And it did. We used Surfshark's swap your location feature, and boom, she was able to sign in from Texas while secretly working in Panama. I, on the other hand, don't use Surfshark for work because according to Mary, I don't have a real job. I use it because I hate being tracked around the internet. My mom will ask me to look up some weird thing that cures cancer or fixes your posture, and then like, for the rest of infinity, I'll get ads on my iPad, on my phone, trying to get me to buy this thing. Surfshark has this zero tracking, zero ads feature that just blocks all of that stuff, so you're not followed around the internet like a creepy stalker. So if you want a little more privacy while surfing the web, or if you have plans to thwart your work's location tracking while working in the jungles of a third world country, consider supporting our channel using the link below to get 3 free months of Surfshark. Whoa, these suckers are big! It's happening right now. Can you believe it? We're going in the water. I'm freaking out a little bit, but we're going in the water. Jim.
How you doing?
Hey, thank you so much.
Not a worry. It's what I do.
Our future is literally in Jim's hands. We do not have insurance at the moment, so if our boat gets dropped, we're completely fucked. He's gonna put us in the water safe and sound. This is a travel lift. Its frame is the size of a house. 4 massive winches, 4 sets of gigantic straps, and 4 pairs of monster tires.
It's taller than me. Look at this.
It can lift up to 160 tons, which is way more than our boat, so we should be good. I'd been trying to replace the propeller mounting rod for weeks now, but I couldn't get it off no matter what I tried. Heat from a blowtorch, penetrating oil, nothing worked. This is Barry and Russell, who offered to give it a shot.
No, it's not doing anything. It's finished.
All right, so we're night before splash, and I'm trying to get this bolt, this threaded rod out. We got to get that out and replace it with a bolt. The only way to grip it was right on the threads, but all of my pliers kept slipping. Russell went back and got a bigger wrench and bigger vice grips from his boat. He over-tightened them to the point where they would barely close. Oh, there you go.
I felt it move.
You did? Oh, you did it. And then somehow got that lock nut to break free.
That is weird.
Then we used the propeller to get some leverage on the shaft. Barry and I held on for dear life, and Russell started cranking. And there we go. Oh, you did it! Good, thanks, guys. We were replacing the rod with a single bolt, and the cone served as the new lock nut because these threads are threaded differently than these threads, right? So they can't turn together. So then we'll have that cone on there, and the cone can't spin off with this. This was a classic case of it wasn't broke, but I wanted to fix it anyways. Boom. Done. Look at it. Since this lift can hold 160 tons, each one of these straps maxes out at 40 tons. That's a lot of weight.
They're putting plastic under the straps.
Because your new paint is soft.
Yes.
And the plastic allows the straps to slide over the paint and not tear it up.
Jim, he keeps our boat safe. Apparently, we can't be moved yet because we need to close the bill with the office.
We've been in the marina for almost a year. I think we paid like 11 grand. We paid for the haul out and the splash up front. What else is there? 28 days plus electric. It cost us $930 a month to be on the hard, and we still had to pay this month before we could splash.
$866 and 66.
Thank you. That's with the Kanisha discount. This is our expired life raft. It's going to be so much easier to get this life raft in its little rack right now instead of being on a dinghy trying to lift it up with 2 guys balancing. We've got a beautiful new one waiting for us at home, so once we get back, we're gonna blow this one up and see if we can survive in it for a few days. If that sounds interesting, please subscribe. We're gonna test the engines. We need to run them for 10-15 minutes. We don't want to be engineless after we splashed and we're in the water. So he's gonna feed water into the strainer. I'm gonna go in there, turn on all the power, and then go up, start the engines. Car engines have a radiator cooled by air. Boat engines have a heat exchanger cooled by the seawater, which passes through the strainer. Shooting water into the strainer feeds that loop so you can run the engine on land. We want to check for water coming out of the exhaust. Yep. I want to see these props spin, baby. Yes! We are splashing today. We got back on. We're paid in full. We're good to go. We're lifted. I was feeling such a mix of emotions. Each pile of trash and stack of wood represented weeks of my life and a different challenge we had to face on this boat. That's been our workspace for the past year. I still can't believe we finally finished. Hey, wait. Hey, Jim. Oh my God. I'm trying to film. I'm trying to pull a rope. Gotta get the drone up.
I'm literally
underneath the boat right now while Jim is pivoting it around me. This is so cool.
It would have been in the water a week ago if he didn't build that.
This is Colin, dude that taught me how to fix my bulkheads, guy that told me to make my first video, captain of Parlay, and the engineer on that Below Deck show. Fixing this boat has been the hardest thing I have ever done, and it would have never happened without my boys on Parlay, and I wanted them to know just how much I appreciated them. Alright bro, pick a place, wherever you want, as long as it's on the blue. Colin is gonna sign the boat. Without him, no chance we would have been able to do this. I was overconfident. I thought I could figure it out. I've fixed an apartment before. I've drywalled before. But no, this guy saved my ass in so many ways. So his name is going on the boat. Right here?
Yeah, anywhere you want.
If you haven't watched Parlay Revival, you have to check it out. They were one of our biggest inspirations in buying our boat and mistakenly thinking it'd be easy to fix.
20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for?
And of course we need the big fella's signature. And Tomas. And my Linton Bay brothers, Carlos and Alexi. It truly took a village to fix this boat. No chance we could have done this on our own.
Jim, can I drop my baby in the water?
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's what we're doing.
No, can I drop it in the water? Oh!
Take that thumb, just push it forward.
Okay, how far?
All the way.
I'm dropping our baby in the water! Woo! Oh my God, that was so exciting, guys!
We are dropping into the water right this second. We have to listen. Any sounds? Any creaking? Okay, those are our new through holes. Through holes. Through hole. No water. We're in the water right now. I don't hear any sounds. Through hole. Capped. No creaking. Nada. Woo! Our boat is fixed! Our boat is fixed! We did it! If you like this video, you'll love this one up top, where I squeeze a massive pallet in a tiny car.